beautiful North Carolina blue skies as we've got a fascinating non-conference still with number 24 South Carolina from the Palmetto State, now in the Tar Heel State, to take on the North Carolina Tar Heels right here on ACC Network Extra. And good afternoon, Dean Linke, delighted to be with 38-year head coach of the Tar Heels, Donna Papa, 5-time ACC Coach of the Year. And the real question is, which one is the real Carolina?
Well, if you asked either coach, they're going to say that their Carolina is the Carolina because they're both graduates of Carolina, so of North and South Carolina, respectively.
Well, because we're in North Carolina, though, we're going to start with the story of the Tar Heels, and that's Emily Leggett, one home run away from setting a record.
Yeah, Emily Leggett has been amazing. You know, somebody going from hitting 6 home runs last year to right now tying the home run record that was set in 2015 by Kristen Brown, and I call her Emily Legit. And she has just been nothing but spectacular for the Tar Heels, and beautiful swing, just very calm demeanor.
And meanwhile, for South Carolina, a former member of NC State out in center field, Tori Ensley.
Yeah, Tori Ensley has really done so much for the Gamecocks. Her OPS being over 1 shows that she's very versatile as a hitter. She has leading them in RBI and also is their stolen base leader. Yeah.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Gamecocks, and you've got your eye on their right fielder, number 20, Jamie McKay.
Yeah, Jamie McKay has really come on as of late. They've moved her up into the 2-hole. She's really been in a lot of different positions in the lineup. Somebody that has a baseball background, and she's an exciting one to watch.
First pitch from Carly Maxton, also a transfer from NC State for the North Carolina Tar Heels. We'll get to the defense behind her in a bit, but give us the scouting report on Carly Maxton.
Yeah, Carly Maxton is going to really mix her pitches well. She hits all parts of the zone, and she is somebody that's been a real steady presence on the mound for the Tar Heels.
Perfect bunt from Quincy Lelio, and that bunt so perfect that it will earn an infield hit, so a good start for South Carolina, getting the lead off on there. There is the scouting report from Donna Papa and on Carly Maxton with the full arsenal, mixes well, and as you said, low to mid 60s. Here comes Jamie McKay, who has been red hot of late. 3 home runs in her last 4 games, so really seeing the ball well.
Yeah, she is, and South Carolina has kind of been had their top 5 up and down in the lineup in different spots, trying to find that combination that's going to help them score runs. They've been getting people on base, but they've been having trouble overall scoring runs.
McKay from Laguna Beach just flew back from Laguna Beach yesterday. That's not a bad place to live, by the way.
I'm so jealous. I love it out there.
So there's McKay with the 7 home runs, the .310 batting average. Runner at first base is Lelio with a perfect bunt to start the game.
Yeah, and Lelio is a really tough person to defend because she's a triple threat and she can swing with power. She chose to drop it down and test their defense early.
Kind of a bang-bang play at first, but good hustle down the line for Quincy Lelio, standing on first base. So Carly Maxton gets the signal. This one hit sharply. Good pickup by the shortstop, but everybody's safe. Sometimes it's best not to throw it around, so in the end of the day, I like that play from Horton.
Yeah, with that play, I mean, the best thing that Horton could do was get a great read and jump on that ball. And like you said, there's no play there, but she got it from going out into the outfield. But she had a really nice read on the ball. And they're excited about her at shortstop. They feel like she has a really good future going forward for the Tar Heels.
Yeah, she went fairly deep in the hole to her right and made the play, but runners at first and second. So a quick conversation with Carly Maxton as the Gamecocks threatening early in this one. Top of the first inning, nobody out, as they'll bring up Carly Shelton, the second baseman wearing number 33. Shelton comes in with a .350 batting average. She's got some power as well with 6 home runs, but then she's got 12 doubles and a triple. So you're talking about a player with 19 extra base hits for South Carolina. This one's going to go through, and it could be RBI #1. Lelio coming around, and it's 1-0 South Carolina, and the double there. So a great start for the Gamecocks.
Yeah, and I think, you know, yeah, that ball was left up a little bit, and she kept her hands up well and hit it where it was pitched, really, and found a hole. And Lelio has decent speed to be able to score on that.
So here's Ariana Rohde, number 16, the first baseman. Rohde steps in. Rohde on the season hitting .252. She's got 8 home runs along with 3 doubles, has struck out 29 times, walked 39 times. Rohde in the 4th spot for South Carolina, who have a 1-0 lead early doors.
Yeah, and you know, Rohde's numbers are not what they were last year, but she still is a formidable hitter in that 4-hole for the Gamecocks.
South Carolina comes in with a 26-21 overall record, 5-13 in the always difficult SEC. North Carolina on that pitch, we can tell you 31-14, 9-12 in the ACC. As you know, pretty much if you've got a heartbeat in the SEC, you make the NCAA tournament. North Carolina's right there on the bubble with an RPI of 45. We'll have more on that throughout this one as well. More work. And the throw to home just a little bit behind the catcher there, Blackwell, and it's now 2-0 South Carolina on top of North Carolina.
Yeah, that ball got there quick. Shelby has a good arm, and, you know, it was just mishandled there.
Shelby Barbie down at the hot corner, the grad student from University of Virginia.
And I think part of it was surprise with the runner taking off with, you know, no outs and going on that. So they might have been going angle down, and the runner maybe surprised her a little bit. She wasn't in the greatest position to make that throw.
So pinch runner in for South Carolina is number 7, Lexi Shaver. She's a redshirt junior, transfer from Kennesaw State, which is just outside of Atlanta, Georgia. Right now, Carly Maxton taken out of any kind as they continue to drive it over to the left side of the field, and that'll be run number 3. It's 3-0 South Carolina to start here as Shelton will cross, and another base hit for South Carolina. Can't ask for a better start from the visitors from the Palmetto State.
Yeah, I mean, they've just made contact, made hard, solid contact, and I know that's not the start that Carolina wanted to have. You always want to try to shut that team down and then get your at-bats, but they're just seeing the ball well and finding holes.
It looks like Ashley Woodard is going to make a pitching change in the circle. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we return. Who spent a year at ECU. She's out of Georgia wearing number 97.
Yeah, and you'll see a drop, kind of an off-speed drop, rise, screw, change. Her ball drops off really well with very good movement.
All right, so 3 already across for South Carolina as they chase Carly Maxton. And now Kendall Frost in for Megan Smith-Lyon, assisted by Corey Lyon, Maddie Holub, and Akila Mateen James as part of their coaching staff. And they finally get that out.
That's what you want to see when a pitcher comes in, to be able to get that quick out and change the momentum of the game.
So they'll bring up Natalie Heath, the redshirt senior from Sharpsburg, Georgia, and Northgate High School.
Yeah, and Natalie has made her way into the lineup recently. She got her 5th start versus Clemson, and she really battles in her at-bats, but the team likes her out there, her leadership out on the defensive side as well.
And 25 at-bats for Heath. She has struck out 3 times, walked 3 times. She does have 1 extra base hit. Runners at second and third, driven hard up the middle. That's going to score at least 1 more, probably 2, as they fake the throw home. So 1 across, and it's 4-0. The other runner will stop at third base as South Carolina continues to hit the ball really hard, Donna Papa.
Yeah, I mean, that ball was hit really well. You could hear it really up into the booth, and Sny Thompson made a pretty good throw, but you know, a little too late. But
all right, so that's going to bring the DP Kai Byers to the plate with her .209 batting average. The defense behind Carly Maxton, left to right across the outfield, is Roberts, Thompson, and Tarpey. Tarpey, another transfer from NC State. Across the infield, left to right, it's Barbie, Horton, Jennings, Leggett plays first base, and then Rain Blackwell, really good catcher behind the plate. Raina Blackwell. And of course, that's the defense behind Frost in relief of Maxton. Again, left side, picked up by the third baseman. Good throw across for the second out, but run number 5 also across, as a huge first inning here for South Carolina, as Ensley featured in the open scores, and it's South Carolina 5, North Carolina 0, as Frost looking for that final out so the Tar Heels can come to the plate and see how they respond.
yeah, and the Tar Heels just need to make some plays right now and get those outs and get out of this inning and come back out and do the work.
Shea Anderson at the plate now. Of course, even the head coach for South Carolina with strong North Carolina ties, Ashley Woodard, whose husband still has pitching records at North Carolina, was part of Mike Fox's staff forever before leaving to go down to Charleston, where he still is. And then Ashley went there as well, and now at South Carolina, a legit program as well.
Yeah, you know, they do have ties here for sure. And, you know, Ashley had a great year last year, took over a great program built by Bev Smith that went to regionals every year, and she brought some of her outstanding team from Charlotte that made it to regionals 2 years in a row and won their conference for the first time. And she was a D1 Coach of the Year last year. But, you know, bringing a great group from Charlotte to a great group that was left at South Carolina to kind of take them where they went last year.
Great to have the wisdom of Donna Papa, a legend here in Chapel Hill. I'm so glad that she was willing to jump into the broadcast booth. She's done an amazing job. Donna, I've heard some of your other games. I can tell you love what you do, and I like working with people that love what they do.
Well, we've had a long-standing relationship, so I've enjoyed having you be around softball, and you do a great job and very multi-talented with other sports like lacrosse and all of that. So.
Thank you, Donna. All right, so the bases are loaded as that is across for a strike as they're back to the top of the order. And I think it's fair to say if you asked Ashley Woodard, you know, hey, would you like to run through the order in the first inning? Would you take that? And it would be an emphatic yes, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, these last 4 games for South Carolina, they've gone 3-1, you know, winning the interstate game against Clemson, and then the 2 out of 3 against Missouri, and having come off before that losing 10 out of 12. So I think, you know, this is a great start for them, and has to really boost some of the things that they've been talking about as a team.
So Lelio got a hit against Maxton. Now it's her first time seeing Frost as we're still here in the top of the first. As South Carolina going through their order, and the second time up for Lelio, who would come around and score run number 1 of 5 here in this first inning.
Yeah, and earlier we saw Lelio lay a bunt down, but in this situation, you know, she's a triple threat up at the plate, so this is a good opportunity for her to swing away and try to drive in, you know, another run.
Heath at second for South Carolina, Anderson at first. Lelio, her second time in this inning at the plate. Full count, 2 outs. This one heading out to left field, and it is gathered up by Lexi Roberts, but not before 5 runs come across for the Gamecocks. The Tar Heels come to the plate when we return. Zero with the Tar Heels coming to the plate, and they will face the workhorse for South Carolina, Jory Hurd, who has a 1.64 ERA.
Yeah, and from Jory, you'll see a 2-seam fastball, a rise ball, change, and she's going to throw in the high 60s at some point. Sometimes she can hit 70, but she has a good rise and change mix, which is really tough for hitters.
Jory works quickly as we take a look at the lineup for the Tar Heels. And you've got your eye right at the top of the order in Thompson.
Yeah, Sanai Thompson offers so much as a leadoff. She can beat out an infield single. She can hit home runs. She can hit doubles. She is the kind of the ultimate package in terms of being a great competitor up at the top of the lineup, and she gets on a lot. I think this weekend was the first time that she didn't get on, maybe the second time all season.
Hit that one sharply Right back to the pitcher, Hurd, as Thompson had that 472 batting average even after, by her standards, what was a rough weekend. That'll bring Lexi Roberts to the plate, hitting 400. The first three batters in the lineup for the Tar Heels are 400 or 400 plus. Well done by the third baseman for South Carolina coming in, Natalie Heath, to make that in 2 up, 2 down. Hurd likes to move quickly. The other day she pitched 47 pitches in 4 innings. Just to give you an idea of how quickly she works.
Yeah, she doesn't mess around out there. She gets in a rhythm. Some pitchers like to really get in a rhythm, and she's one of those pitchers.
Speaking of rhythm, Emily Leggett, 24 home runs, tied for the season record that we talked about already. The next one will mean she'll break Kristen Brown's record and own it all to herself.
Yeah, and if you look at Emily right now with her hand, she never on deck will never swing to try to get the timing of the pitcher. She uses her hand to really work on thinking about getting through extension. She's very calm, very collect up there. She's has a great demeanor as a hitter. She never wants to know her stats. That is one thing she doesn't really care about.
That is so awesome in today's world of look at me and look at me some more. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I asked Megan Smith-Lyon if she thought Emily Leggett might get excited or show a little bit of excitement once she breaks the record, which I'm sure she's going to do. And she said probably not. She'll probably do it with her teammates.
This one hit pretty deep, and why not break the record right off the bat? The new all-time season home run leader for the North Carolina Tar Heels. Emily Leggett gets home run number 25 in inning number 1.
Yeah, it's so amazing. What a great hitter. I mean, that was left a little bit high up in the zone, and she attacked it, and it went out. And for somebody that just hit 6 home runs last year, to break a record the first year you're at a new university and a new program is amazing. And I text Kristen Brown, who played here and had that record, and she said congrats to her when she tied it. I'm so happy for her, and I just want great players to go through the program.
Yeah, fair play from Kristen Brown. As you know, all records are made to be broken, and she understands that.
Exactly.
All right, here's Shelby Barbie.
And that was a great answer back for North Carolina after getting the first 2 outs, which, you know, normally Sinai and Lexi get on quite a bit. And Emily kind of one swing, and there we go.
Yeah, after giving up 5, North Carolina comes back, making a little history as Emily Leggett, as you said, you call her Emily Legit for a reason. It's her 25th home run, opposite field. You know, it was interesting, our great crew, as that ball was sailing over, you could see the flags going right with the ball, and she hit it right where most of the wind was going.
She planned it that way.
So a 5-1 scoreline with Barbie at the plate. Barbie comes in hitting .359 with 2 outs. She's been strong, hitting .435. Can't catch up with that delivery from Hurd.
Barbie's having her best year. I think last year she was a little disappointed in, you know, the year that she had, but this year she is really come on strong. She's one of their leading home run hitters, and she's just done a really nice job at third base as well. She had a sister that played at Pitt, was a catcher for them.
Runs in the family. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a 2-out base hit from Barbie. As it's 5-1, South Carolina on top of North Carolina here. We're still in the first inning, and it includes Emily Leggett hitting home run number 25 as we make way for Michelle Tarpey, another NC State transfer. Tarpey hitting .297 on the season. What has Tarpey brought to North Carolina from NC State?
You know, she's aggressive at the plate. She's a power hitter as well. And I think, you know, the philosophy at Carolina has been, according to Megan Smith-Lyon, is we recruit hitters and teach them how to play defense. And Tarpey played corners at NC State, and she's now in the outfield at Carolina. So I think, you know, the philosophy, they've brought in hitters in their lineup, and they have really done some really great things.
North Carolina does not run a ton. For instance, Barbie has not attempted a single stolen base as she is on. That's a nice pitch right there. So Tarpey with 7 home runs, 5 doubles, and I like her walk to strikeout ratio. 20 walks, just 7 strikeouts. This one popped in the air and handled by the second baseman. Emily Leggett taking care of history early. After South Carolina got 5, Emily Leggett, the new home run leader in a season for the Tar Heels. Couple key records for the Tar Heels.
Yeah, she broke the single season home run record that had been set by Kristen Brown in 2015, and also broke the team home run record that had been at 92, which is now 93 from 2015. So 2 records broken in one swing.
25 and climbing for Leggett, 93 and climbing for the Tar Heels. But we head to the top of the second, reminding you that Kendall Frost in relief of Carly Maxton back out there in the circle after, let's say, an extra inspiring speech after giving up 5 by Megan Smith-Lyon. Pretty fired up, and understandably.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I've seen Megan that fired up. She played for me, and pretty, you know, intense player, but not to that level. But I think sometimes you have to send a message, and you've got to do it early, and there you go.
All right, it'll be 2, 3, and 4 for their first look at Kendall Frost, the sophomore from Roswell, Georgia, who spent a season with the Pirates at ECU and hit a batter. So now South Carolina once again will start with getting a runner on.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that you really want to be careful of, is putting a runner on. You know, make them earn it if they're going to get on, but you know, their leadoff got on in the first inning, and they kept at it, and then now the leadoff in the second inning.
So with McKay at first base, that's Carly Shelton, who had a double and an RBI her first time up. So we got another pinch runner, as coming on is number 22, Nia McKnight. So Nia McKnight, a sophomore from Loganville, Georgia, and Grayson High School. Will pinch run for South Carolina.
Yeah, Nia has some really good speed. She was in the outfield for a little bit early on in the season for them.
Right down the middle.
And Carly Shelton came to South Carolina early. She graduated early to start her collegiate career. She's from Lexington, not too far away from Columbia.
Hit her 13th double of the season in her first time up. Pops this one. It is going to be in fair territory, and an easy out in right field, as underneath it was Michelle Tarpey.
I'll tell you, the sun is really tough at the field, especially when it's going down and it has the shadows, but right field is very sunny, and it's tough. That even though they made that play look a little bit easy, it's a tough play.
Here's Rhodey, who would score one of the 5 runs, reached on a fielder's choice, runner going, and now that one will go out of bounds, or out in the outfield rather, and heading over to third base now. Again, the running game for South Carolina, pretty effective and aggressive.
Yeah, she got a good jump there. The throw was a little bit high, mishandled, and great aggressive base running by McKnight to go first to third.
So McKnight called on to run and getting her job done, has got 2 bases out of that attempt. The throw just a little high from Blackwell. Knight had to get some of that dirt out of her shoe. Now ready to go, as she's just 60 away from South Carolina, making it 6-1 here.
Yeah, and Rhodey's a dangerous hitter to pitch to, and she's very aggressive up at the plate, has home run power to right field, right center field. She's one of their best leaders on their team.
8 home runs for Rhodey. Got underneath it, popped high in the air. Good work by Blackwell to get underneath it.
Yeah,
that was a massive out if they can keep that player over third base.
For sure, that is a very big out. They needed that because another hit to score another run after they just scored one. You know, it's just back and forth game.
Good look there at the long, lanky catcher in Blackwell. As this is Ensley. Ensley hits it hard and through, and there's the RBI, and Ensley standing on second with a stand-up double and an RBI, and it's 6-1 South Carolina on top of North Carolina.
Yeah, that was a little bit over the middle, and she handled it very well, elevated it just a little bit and snuck it through the hole, but she hit it hard.
Decent attempt from Reagan Jennings, the transfer from Texas Tech, over at second base, but couldn't quite get to it, as that one was, like a lot of the South Carolina hits, hit pretty hard. And it's 6-1 South Carolina on top.
And it's tough to hit doubles here at the stadium. The field is not 200 all the way around, so you have to have decent speed to make it into a double.
Stand-up double as well. This is Lexi Winters. Lexi Winters now hitting .241 on the season. Has walked 13 times, struck out 14 times, does have 1 home run. He's got the sac bunt.
That was a nice pitch, good spot, right in on the hitter.
As a coach, Donna, I gotta believe that that ball that just hits below the knees, if the umpire's consistently calling that, it is a great deal, no?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's great for the pitcher for sure to get that pitch if that's what you're working towards. So, yes, you like umpires that have a little bit lower zone, and he's got a little bit of a lower zone. I think it's been a pretty decent zone.
Ensley at second. This one pulled foul.
And I think, while you see that South Carolina's numbers from a team batting average and so on might not match what North Carolina has, South Carolina has kind of run through the gauntlet of some really, really good pitching in the SEC. And having had the success they had, this past weekend, I think has given them a lot of confidence.
That's the third out, but South Carolina will push one more across through 1.5. It's 6-1 Gamecocks. SEC is pretty good in softball.
Yeah, they're outstanding year in and year out. They have some of the top teams. Most of their teams, the majority of their teams, are usually ranked in the top 25. And South Carolina has played a gauntlet coming into this series, and they still have Texas A&M and Alabama. And so, you can't run away from any of those games. When you're in this league that it's going to be tough game in and game out.
Speaking of tough, mad props to the Hokies, who are 6-0 against the SEC, and lo and behold, the Tar Heels end their season against who?
The Virginia Tech Hokies.
That is not an easy ride as they get ready for the ACC tournament. The North Carolina Tar Heels do, as they come to the plate here in the bottom of the second, down 5 runs. 5 runs in the first inning, and North Carolina got one on the Leggett 25th home run, a new record. South Carolina got one back, so it's 6-1. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up for North Carolina. And that is MC Eaton, followed by Reagan Jennings and Raina Blackwell. And Sydney Horton in the number 9 spot.
Yeah, MC Eaton, Megan Smith-Lyon has said that she has not seen anybody hit a ball that hard as MC does.
Wow, and crunches this one over the wall. And Donna Papa, you know what you're talking about. She hit that one hard and it's gone. And the second run, both coming on home runs for the Tar Heels.
Yeah, great swing right there. Couldn't be more perfect timing. Yeah, that ball kind of hung a little bit. MC's swing, really beautiful. Extended right through it and drove it right there in the left center gap. Hoping it would hit the scoreboard so they could get them a new scoreboard, but.
Boy, gorgeous swing. You nailed it from Eaton, as it's home run number 12 of the season for Eaton. As we now move to Reagan Jennings, hitting .338 on the season. She's also got some pop with 4 home runs, 4 doubles as well. Does not strike out very much. Strike out just 12 times, walked 11. So she's up there to hit.
Yeah, and she's got really good foot speed. So anything on the infield, she has a chance to beat it out.
And she did it right there. Donna predicting the future every play of the game. I think we can just turn off the screen and you just tell us what's happening, okay, Donna?
Okay, sure. Why not? Why not? But, a productive inning so far for the Tar Heels.
Yeah. And using that speed to get down to first base is Jennings. after the home run, as you talked about that power. So that'll bring up Raina Blackwell.
And, you know, Raina has really kind of been on a tear recently, and she was the person that helped Carolina beat Duke for the first time, I think, since 2019, and gave Coach Smith Lyons her 100th win at UNC. So, you know, Raina's got some pop in her bat, and she can change some of the outcome of this game as well.
There's Megan Smith Lyon. Last season, 40 wins, the most since 2017.
Yeah, and, you know, Megan's done a really nice job here, you know, building in the last few years, and has gone to the portal a lot this summer and brought in players. And I think, you know, same thing with South Carolina, and you've got to find a way to mesh everybody. But when you're bringing people in out of the portal, most times, or a lot of times, you get some graduate students, you get some seniors, and they know what the college game is all about, as opposed to a freshman coming in. So that helps a lot. And both sides have used the portal pretty well.
So Jory Hurd comes into this game with a 9-8 record. She has given up 2 home runs in this game. Home run 8 and 9 on the season for Hurd. And those are the 2 runs for North Carolina, but they're threatening for more.
Yeah, and one thing about the Tar Heels is, you know, they've been in situations where they've taken the lead early. They've been in situations where they've been behind, and they will not give up until that last pitch for the last batter.
Good job getting the force out. Solid work over at third base from Natalie Heath, getting it over to Shelton, and now 2 outs.
And, you know, talking to Coach Woodard, asked about Natalie Heath because she came into the lineup late into this season, and she said she has done a great job of getting the lead runner at the beginning of you know, with a runner at first, getting that lead runner going to second. So she's been a real plus for them defensively.
You don't see that every day in softball either,
no.
Donna. So that's a luxury for sure.
It's true.
Good look at the third baseman, Natalie Heath. Knew exactly where she wanted to go with it and put it in a good spot for her second baseman to receive it. Little dribbler, speaking of second base, and that'll be the second out here in the second inning, with South Carolina leading 6-2. Both runs again for the Tar Heels coming by way of a solo home run. So now they're back to the top of the order, which is Thompson. Thompson hit it straight back to Hurd her first time up.
Yeah, and Sinai, you know, she has great gap-to-gap power. She's got home run power. She can beat out the hits. She really battles in her at-bats, and she is very consistent. That's the biggest thing, I think, at the top of Carolina's lineup with Thompson and Roberts. The consistency that they bring every day to the field, you don't see that very often.
Thompson hitting .470 with 13 home runs and 9 doubles, as well as a triple. And some work behind the plate, kind of bringing that back over from Lexi Winters, who, by the way, is third in the SEC with 6 runners caught stealing. Lexi Winters, pretty good catcher for South Carolina.
Yeah, and Sinai is the new program record holder for runs in a single season. She's made her mark. She's made her mark at Carolina.
Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. It's sharply down to third, and the human vacuum known as Natalie Heath. It is 6-2 through 2 in Chapel Hill. Carolina, now the coach, but she's got strong ties to the Tar Heels.
Yeah, she married, got engaged to Robert Woodard. They are now married. When Ashley was the coach at Charlotte, I'm not sure if that's when they met, but he's the head baseball coach. She was the head softball coach. And Coach Mike Fox, former baseball coach at UNC, and current coach Scott Forbes were in the wedding. Scott was in the wedding, and Mike was at the wedding, but they're all good friends. She said they talk, Robert and Scott and Mike talk almost weekly.
What a great picture right there. And speaking of Scott Forbes, his team having an incredible season. They took 2 of 3 from Georgia Tech this weekend, where the Bosch was absolutely jammed. It was awesome.
Yeah, I heard they had a record crowd.
Yeah.
The baseball games are so much fun to go to, and especially at the Bosch.
Yeah, they're putting together a resume that will keep them here for the regionals and a super regional, I do believe. That's how good that North Carolina team is.
Yeah, they always load up with some pitchers, and then they have, you know, a couple of guys that can really make some plays and hit the ball out.
So here's Natalie Heath, who had a couple great plays over at third base in the last inning. And Donna, you've been around the game longer than me, but it seems like anytime you make some big plays, and then you're first up to bat, you've got that mojo going a little bit.
Yeah, and so far she's had a nice game. And, you know, again, she fought for an opportunity to get in this lineup. And she's been at South Carolina for a while. You know, she's been there and stayed with the program, and this is one of her opportunities. And whether it's late in the season or early in the season, you always have to take advantage of that time. And her teammates love that she's out there, and she's enjoying, you know, some good play and some good at-bats.
Long throw, good hustle by Heath down the line, as she is deceptively fast, and I felt like you got to give her a hit here. And that's just hustling it out.
Yeah, that is, and you know, that's a pick for the first baseman. The throw, you know, as a first baseman, you've got to be able to handle picks, and they're not always the easiest, but that's something that you've got to do.
They did give her a base hit, which I think is the right call. Another pinch runner coming in will be Ansley Bennett, the freshman from Somerville, South Carolina. Here's Kai Byers, who did have an RBI her first time up when South Carolina hung 5 on the scoreboard in that first inning.
Yeah, and I think, too, when Coach Chastain Woodard was talking about kind of making their lineup where they had righty, followed by a lefty, followed by a righty, and so on, she felt like Kai gave them that, and so she was inserted in the lineup as well.
Kendall Frost in relief of Carly Maxton. Maxton is not able to get out of that first inning. Good throw down to second. Oh, but a better slide, I guess. Really good throw. And sliding in safe there is Bennett.
Well, you know, it looks from here that she tagged her high and got her. I don't know if they'll, you know, that's a challenge, but tough one.
Yeah, tough.
That was kind of a bang-bang play.
Decent throw, though, coming from Blackwell behind the plate. So more control issues from the circle here for the Tar Heels. Byers now at first, Bennett at second. A meeting of the minds in the circle for the Tar Heels. Ashley Woodard has to like what is developing here for South Carolina, as they've got 6 runs on the board already, and they've got something cooking here in the 3rd inning, Donna.
Yeah, and I think the thing for Carolina that's been tough is that the leadoff has gotten on every inning. And usually when a leadoff gets on, I'd say 9 times out of 10, you're going to find a way to score. So that's one thing coming out into the next inning for sure that they're going to need to really make sure that they don't allow to happen, is letting that leadoff get on.
This is the 9-hitter in Coach Woodard's lineup. She walked her first time up. Has some power in that 9 spot with 6 home runs. You're seeing a lot more of that, where your 8, 9 hitters could easily be 1, 2 hitters at time. This one popped into the air. Good play out in center field, made out there by Thompson. Runners will advance.
Yeah, and this is Sanai Thompson being Sanai Thompson. She makes those plays like their routine. She's an outstanding, outstanding outfielder. I think she's one of the best in the country.
You know, it's interesting, her numbers at the plate, her defensive ability, and even her look remind you of the center fielder for Duke and Jennings, who also have a pretty good 1-2 pop, right?
Yes, definitely, definitely. Great comparison.
Beautiful pitch. Runner going again. Oh, and called out.
Yeah.
So well done by Blackwell. Probably could have gotten credit for 2 outs, as the other one looked pretty close. The runner doesn't go at third either.
Yeah, I mean, that was another bang bang, and Blackwell has a really good arm, and you know, those are the judgment by the umpire, and she's had 2 good throws, got 1 out of 2.
Good look at Blackwell, who with that big frame can get low. I like the action she brings behind the plate, as she's a taller version of Tony Pena.
Yeah, she has done a really nice job for Carolina. Megan Smith-Lyon really likes her as a presence behind the plate. She likes how she frames, and she has a good rapport with the pitchers. And that has to be, catcher and pitcher have to be able to communicate and have that good relationship.
This is Quincy Lelio, her 3rd at bat in as many innings. One for 2. Batting average now at .333 for Quincy. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. And a strikeout as they hang a 0. Great defensive play out in center from Thompson and the Tar Heels. Ramses and everybody here at Anderson for the Tar Heels. It's 6-2. Roberts trying to lay down a bunt. Good play over to first base, one up, one down.
Yeah, and it's unusual for Roberts not to get on. She's really been a catalyst for the Tar Heel lineup, and really credits a lot of it for Kiwi James, who is her slapping coach at Carolina.
Emily Leggett, last time up, making history as we came on the air talking about the fact that she needed one more home run to become the all-time single-season leader with 25 in one season. She may get 30 depending on what they do in the ACC tournament and against the Hokies.
Yeah, I mean, you know, her swing is just a beautiful swing, and you know, she has the attitude that she just goes up and just is very calm, very relaxed. You know, her stats really don't matter to her. She is more in the process of the whole at bat.
They'll dribble her down to first base. And if you're South Carolina, you'll take that from somebody hitting .472. I feel like Jory Hurd is, yes, she's given up those 2 solo shots, but outside of that, her control has been pretty good.
Yes, and too, she tends to be pretty effective against lefties.
Fouled away by Barbie. Barbie base hit her first time up. Barbie hitting .364 on the season, and she's got tremendous power with 14 doubles and 13 home runs.
Yeah, and she is second in the conference in getting hit by pitch. If you notice her, she stands really tight on the plate, and she gets hit a lot. This would be a good time if she, you know, not hitting. It would be a good time for her to do that. But she is dynamic up at the plate, and again, she's having one of her better years.
Great point about her hit by pitches. 17 times she's been hit by a pitch, and you check out her padding. She's got pads on her hand, on her forearm, and on her elbow that go all the way up toward her shoulder.
Yeah, I think if you're going to put yourself there, you might as well get yourself geared up, because you can see it on her hand as well.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Gets underneath that one, high in the air, get caught up in the wind, and it's another solo shot. As North Carolina has had a solo home run in every inning they've played so far, and they've done it again as Shelby Barbie goes yard.
Yeah, that was in Shelby Barbie's wheelhouse, and that was definitely a no-doubter on that, and she elevated that pitch really well.
I love the stroke because she didn't come out of her shoes at all. It was just nice and easy. They say you're supposed to hit the golf ball like that, but to hit a softball that smooth and have it go that far is impressive.
Yeah, I mean, she might have another career in golf.
Lined out to center field, but not before North Carolina adds another solo shot. At 6-3, South Carolina through 3. rally calf for the Gamecocks. They've got Splash. He came first. Well, I got to be general neutral, so it came first. And then they added Splish just last week. Splish and Splash, the two fish hanging in the South Carolina dugout.
Yeah, they went road tripping last weekend to Missouri, and they made it back safely.
And they look good as they travel here to Chapel Hill. The battle of the Palmetto State, South Carolina, and the Tar Heels State, the Tar Heels. South Carolina, if you joined us late, hung 5 in that first inning. And then for North Carolina, Leggett setting the record, and then another solo shot by North Carolina in the second, and another solo shot. So 3 home runs for North Carolina, part of their 5 hits. South Carolina, 6 runs on 7 hits. As we head to the top of the 4th, the score 6-3, Gamecocks on top of the Tar Heels. It'll be McKay leading off for South Carolina. McKay pops this one out to center field, and it's handled there by Thompson.
And that's the start that North Carolina needed because the last 3 innings, the leadoff has gotten on. So that's a really big out and a momentum change. You know, Barbie's home run, now they come out and shut down the first batter, which is big so far in this game.
So that's going to bring up Carly Shelton, the number 3 hitter for this South Carolina team. Shelton had a double and an RBI and scored a run in the first inning. She popped out to second base her second time up, as her batting average at .352 with 6 home runs and 36 RBI.
Yeah, and she's a really hard out, really good power, and she leads the team in doubles, which, you know, she showed in that previous inning.
13 doubles for Shelton to go with 1 triple and 6 home runs. Speaking of doubles, Frost has given up 22 doubles.
And I think if, you know, Frost can get a 1-2-3 inning here, that's going to be a big boost for North Carolina. And, you know, in the beginning of the game when South Carolina scored 5 runs, you're like, wow, and then they got the leadoff on, they got the leadoff on again, but North Carolina's answered back every time. Nobody on, but home runs.
She can get a 1-2-3 inning here, it would be huge, because it's McKay, who she'd already got the out in the 2 spot, Shelton in the 3 spot, and Arodi batting cleanup.
Right.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and just a bit outside. Tell you a little bit about our crew. Jacob Agee behind the plate, Jamie Robinson at first base, Jimmy Robinson. And I mentioned the umpires because there is not an umpire in this world that Donna Papa does not have full love for.
Exactly right. I have a lot of passion. A lot of passion with the umpires. No, it's kind of fun to see them when I go to games and I'm in the stands and they're out there, and we are best buds. They're great friends. They're good guys. Like, I wouldn't want that job for anything. And they do a hard job, and most of them do it really well.
Amen to that. So a walk given up by Frost, the sophomore from Roswell, Georgia. Outside to Rhodey. Rhodey with 8 home runs and 3 doubles.
Yeah, and Rhodey this year against Queens in March got her 50th career home run, which is really impressive. And she's 12th among active NCAA players in career home runs with 52.
Yeah, decent pop. 11 extra base hits total. She's also been hit by a pitch 4 times. And then how about she'll walk too. 39 walks, just 1 away from 40 walks on the season.
Yeah, her and Lilio both lead the team in walks and the SEC. They're up in the SEC, and they've got some rankings in the NCAA as well with their walks.
With a runner at first here in the top of the 4th. 1 ball, 1 strike. And One out to Rhodey. Rhodey hits this one pretty deep and out of here. The balls are just flying out of here, and a 2-run shot will now make it 8-3. So once again, the lead is 5 for South Carolina. I feel like you manifested that too, Donna, just so you know.
Yeah, I mean, right there, you know, Rhodey's swing, she stays in her legs really well, elevated that ball deep center, hit it right where it was pitched, and she definitely has that ability and has started to come on as of late this season.
Yeah, so much power. She gave the tree a haircut, and I love how you talked about the power in her legs. She uses all that power. So here's Tori Ensley. We put the spotlight on her to start, and she has delivered 2 for 2, base hit, an RBI, and a run in the first, a double, and an RBI as well. Big day already for Tori Ensley.
Yeah, I'll tell you a little something about Tori Ensley, a little fun fact. She loves playing pickleball with her parents, and I think there's somebody else on South Carolina's team that likes pickleball. So anytime there's a court, I'll play him.
I know you're quite the pickleball star. I have friends that play you routinely when you are in Chapel Hill, as I know you've now hit the beach right down in Wilmington.
Yes, yeah, hit the beach and hit the pickleball courts. So you have to keep busy somehow, some way.
Well, and you just were able to raise some money for Lineberger, right, which is huge. Just tell us about that real quick.
Yeah, we did Paddle Across America, which is under Swim Across America, and it's to raise money for Lineberger Cancer Center for research. And we had a goal of $8,000 and raised $15,000. And overall, since 2022, Sue Walsh, who was with our Rams Club, has helped with the Swim Across America, and they've raised $500,000 for cancer research at Lineberger. So great event, and really happy that we were able to do that.
Congrats on all of that. Good hustle for Tori Ensley, who's now 3 for 3 just by running it out at first base. We're seeing South Carolina, whether it's a right-handed hitter or a left-handed hitter, getting down the line rapid fire, and quite a few infield hits here for South Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, they have very good team speed, and they do run, as we've seen so far in these first few innings, really testing the arm of Raina Blackwell.
Here's another base hit.
That was a great throw in by Tarpey to hold that runner at second base. She got it in quickly.
Tarpey, as you saw Ensley over at second base. 2 more across for South Carolina, as Rhodey sends one to the road for the Gamecocks here in the top of the 4th.
That was a great pitch and a great hold by Heath. So those are tough to hold and stay in your legs.
Heath, who has been a Hoover vacuum over at third base, also 2 for 2 at the plate, complete player. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The lead is 5 again for South Carolina. Just a little bit low to Heath. Donna, for me, if I knew that I had somebody I could count on at the hot corner, the way they've been able to count on Heath, that would make me feel pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, she's made the plays that she needed to make, and she got a great play and throughout Lexi Roberts, who's got great speed, and she's made every play that she's had to make.
Smashes it down to third base, and they turn a double play. Well done by, speaking of great wake at third base, this is Barbie. Barbie is ready. Watch Barbie catch this and then deliver it over for a double play. Jory Hurd's got a great ERA of 1.77, but of late she has been giving up some home runs.
Yeah, I mean, she had 2 home runs allowed in her first 27 games and now 8 home runs in the last 6. But at this point in the season, hitters are figuring it out. And so pitchers are not always going to be so dominant. But, you know, that happens. And right now, even though she's given up 3 home runs, her team has scored 8. So it's not as big a deal at this point, but you know, just have to look at, hey, where were those pitches? Did I feel good when I delivered it, and so on.
One of the home runs given up to Eaton, who just had a base hit go right up the middle. So a good start here in the bottom of the 4th with MC Eaton already with a home run. There'll be a pinch runner for North Carolina, as coming in the game is Brighton Burns, the sophomore from Texas.
Yep, Brighton's got some good speed, and they're going to need her there just to potentially break up a double play. Brighton's played a little bit recently out in right field, kind of split with Michelle Tarpey.
So Reagan Jennings will dig in against Hurd.
And, you know, Reagan's had some great experience. She was with Texas Tech last year and went to the World Series. So she can bring a lot to this team in terms of the mentality, the mental part of the game and what it takes.
That one is going to make its way through as well. So a couple of hits here to start the bottom of the 4th for North Carolina.
And that's just what North Carolina needed to answer back.
So that'll bring up the catcher, Rena Blackwell, looking for her first hit of the game. Did reach on a fielder's choice back in the 2nd. Blackwell showing bunt and went for it out of the strike zone. I don't think she pulled it back. She did not, so it's 0-1.
Yeah, and I think, you know, whenever you're going to go to bunt, you want to look for a good pitch to bunt, and that was down in the dirt. So most times if you're just bunting as a sack, you're only bunting strikes.
That one high. And it is a successful bunt. That was not easy to handle either, but Blackwell does her job moving the runner over. Sydney Horton in the 9 spot for the Tar Heels. As North Carolina has a runner just 60 away after that bunt. Get the force out and let the run come across, and once again, North Carolina's cut the lead in half. It's 8-4. As North Carolina has managed at least 1 run every single inning so far. That's the first time it didn't come via solo home run.
Yeah, I think Horton did a great job getting up there. She was aggressive early and kind of put the ball in play and scored the run, and that's what they needed.
Here's the leadoff hitter, Thompson. And he talked a lot about Thompson and her numbers. I mean, look at that, 467 batting average, 38 RBI, 13 home runs, a pinball machine-like numbers at the top of the order for the Tar Heels.
Yeah, you know, she can make a lot of things happen up at the plate, and you know, she can again hit doubles, and she's 3rd on the team in slugging and 1st in batting average, and in the nation, she is 3rd in the nation with hits, with 77 hits.
Not catch up with that one from Hurd. Yeah, you mentioned the doubles. She has 9 doubles and a triple. Rarely strikes out. Has only struck out 8 times on the season.
Yeah, and she's somebody I want to have in the box in this situation, and she just competes every pitch.
Fires that one away.
But I think you see the demeanor of a lot of the Carolina players in the box, both South Carolina and North Carolina, and they are locked in to every pitch, and they do a really nice job.
Thompson sends that one up the middle for an RBI. And now 2 runs, and it's an 8-5 game. We got ourselves a game here in this battle of the 2 Carolinas.
Yeah, I think it's the never say die, and it could be some of the message that came from the earlier innings from Coach Lyon, and they are answering back little by little.
So a base hit up the middle for Thompson will bring up Lexi Roberts. Roberts 0 for 2 on the day, has grounded out to the shortstop and third base.
And Roberts is a really hard worker. She wasn't happy with where she was in the beginning of the season. And she put in a lot of work with Coach Kiwi James and felt like, you know, she was so helpful to her, supporting her. And she had her watch last year's at-bats and the positive things from there, and then they worked, and you know, her mindset for slaps, you know, changes every pitch. You have to do that as a slapper, reading the defense.
Slaps that one, is going to make it tough at first, and the runner going over to third. They'll throw it away, and a chance to make it 8-6 here, and safe at home. So you start to get South Carolina throwing the ball around, and Roberts standing at second base, and it's just a 2-run game here in the 4th inning.
Yeah, you know, the ground kind of ate that ball up, and it took a couple of hops, so it was slow. And you've got a quick-footed Roberts, and then Sanaya is not stopping. She is going to run through. Sometimes she'll run through the stop at third, but she is determined to score and determined to get the next base.
All right, a visit in the circle. Everybody will join Jory Hurd. Most likely it means some action in the pen as well. Meantime, North Carolina, see if they make any changes with their runners. Emily Leggett making history in the 1st inning. See ya.
Yeah, just, you know, how exciting for the program, how exciting for Emily, and but it's just another day at the plate for her.
No one has hit 25 home runs in the history of North Carolina softball in a season. Leggett has now done it, and she took care of that business right off the bat in the 1st inning, just the way it was scripted, Donna Papa.
Yeah, it sure was.
I don't think the 5 runs to South Carolina was necessarily part of the script, but the Gamecocks will take it.
Yeah, for sure. And they're not going to pitch to her. And I don't know that I would in this situation, because Carolina really has some great momentum right now.
The fans not loving the decision, but it's part of the game.
Yeah, and I mean, then you get to throw to Barbie, who just hit a home run.
Yeah, sometimes it's a matter of picking your poison, right?
Right. You have to go with the odds. And there's so many analytics now with softball, and just like they've used in baseball.
Well, you mentioned the home run from Barbie, as 3 home runs for the Tar Heels. Shelby Barbie also with a home run.
Yeah, she elevated this one really well, and it was high, but it got over there.
Yeah, she hit it right where that, I'm gonna call it, wind pocket is. You see where the flag is, kind of blowing right there. We have a pitching change for South Carolina, and we got a good game, 8-6, South Carolina by 2. It's Neely Lamb wearing number 24, a 5'11 junior transfer from Charleston Southern.
Yeah, with Neely, you'll see a curveball. Her rise moves well. She's got a change, and she'll be in the mid-60s. And she's not afraid to throw a change back to back.
All right, so pitching change with this game now cut to just 2. South Carolina has seen their 5-run early lead disappear here. South Carolina added 1 in the second, 2 more in the fourth, but North Carolina with 3 solo shots in the first, second, and third have pushed 3 across here in the fourth to make this one tight, 8-6. Lamb just missing. Shelby Barbie with that home run her last time up. She also has a base hit, 2 for 2. She's got a batting average up to 370. Beautiful pitch. Two balls, 1 strike. Now 2-2 with 2 outs.
Yeah, and I think it's just been a game of answering back, and it's been an exciting game. It's been fun to watch both sides compete.
Second full season for Lamb with the Gamecocks. Overall, including her time at Charleston Southern, an overall ERA of 2.64, which is pretty good.
Yeah, for active pitchers in the NCAA, I think she's 50th. Yeah.
Full count. And walk. See Lamb just asking where that one was. So that'll move Roberts over to third, Leggett over to second. This is Michelle Tarpey looking for her first hit of the day.
Yeah, and you know, Michelle Tarpey loves these situations. She's a power hitter as well. There's really not too many hitters that you can pitch around in North Carolina's lineup.
Tarpey with 7 home runs on the season. Neely Lamb, by the way, in 54 innings pitched, has given up just 5 home runs. Bases loaded. Perhaps swinging at one outside of the strike zone. That was a little low, I thought, Donna.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think you have to make the pitcher make your pitch. Because you've got bases loaded, there's 2 outs, you know, you've been hitting in this inning. She's coming in, you know, out of the bullpen, and, you know, make her work and make her make your pitch instead of helping her.
I would have not blamed Lamb for coming back with something low again. The thing is, though, you got to be careful, though, with the bases loaded, that one might get by the catcher.
Yes, that's the tough thing if you're throwing it low. You have to really feel good about your catcher being able to block.
Bases juice with 2 outs for Tarpey. Rips it foul ball.
And she's doing a good job battling. You know, she got herself just in a little hole, but you know, you want to foul it off until you get that pitch.
3 runs across here in the bottom of the fourth for North Carolina. Bases are loaded for Tarpey. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tarpey would love to knock in a couple here. Good eye there, lays off the low one.
Yeah, and it's all about making adjustments from pitch to pitch. And she saw that low one before, went for it. This time she held back and is waiting for a little better pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Tarpey makes contact. It's bounced around. It's 1 run across, 2 run across. We have a tie game in Chapel Hill. 8-8. Tarpey doing what she needs to do. Got behind in the count and delivers.
Yeah, that looked like it went off her foot, and it was going up the middle. It was a hard shot, but it looked like it went off her foot. And for the Tar Heels, that was the best thing that could have happened. Gave them 2 more runs.
It looked to me like it may have hit the pitcher first, and then Anderson had to deal with it, so a little bit of spin on it. I'm not positive about that, but I felt like the pitcher touched it first. Did you see that or not?
I didn't, but it just looked like it might have blocked her view or something. But yeah, that was a tough one. But Lamb did keep it on the ground, which is what you want to do to give your defense the chance to make the play.
I do want to point out the message from Megan Smith-Lyon, the Tar Heel head coach, after giving up 5. It was strong. It was definitely, I heard her say, we're not doing the woe is me thing here. We're here to play. Let's get our head together. And they've done all of that and then some.
Yeah, and I think that carried over from the weekend at Florida State. She felt like they didn't finish innings. They weren't playing, they were trying to do too much, and they weren't being themselves and who they were. And they talked about it at practice, and they have player accountability, and the coaches, sure, they can say what we didn't do, but when the players send the message too, it definitely is listened to. And so they were not happy after the Florida State series at all.
This game is tied with Burns at the plate. Brighton Burns. It's Eaton at the plate, rather, my bad. You see Eaton, who's got a home run, one of the 3 home runs. Swings right through that one.
This would be big to score with the 2 outs in this inning, just to keep scoring.
Good eye from Eaton.
All around the country, a 5-1 lead is not a comfortable lead. A 6-2 lead is not a comfortable lead. I've never seen so many runs scored in games and innings as I have this year. I mean, records are being broken all over. I think Oklahoma just broke their home run record, their own home run record, and they're hitting in the 130, 140 range. But it's unbelievable. Some of the analytics, I think, the players studying film, and it's tougher for the pitchers.
Here's Reagan Jennings, 2 for 2. Bases are loaded. Barbie at third, Tarpey at second. Eaton, who just walked. Jennings, 2 for 2. He's got a batting average up to 348. Fouled away. North Carolina 8 runs on 8 hits, a couple of errors. South Carolina 8 runs on 10 hits, 3 errors. This might be the at-bat of the game right here. And we're only in the bottom of the 4th. Good dive-in attempt out there from Quinley Lelio.
Yeah, she had to come a little ways for that one, but definitely want to get grass stains on your uniform and go for it, especially in foul territory. Try to get your pitcher out of a jam.
So Jennings, the junior from Texas, transfer from Texas Tech, down at Papa told you about. The bases are loaded here. First ball, it's 1-2.
Yeah, and you know, Jennings, Coach Smith-Lyon feels like she's made good progress and she's growing every day, every practice. It's been a little bit of an up and down season, but you know, she's a contact type hitter, gap to gap.
That's going to score 2 more, 9 and then 10. It's a 10-8 lead for the Tar Heels. Once down 5-0, it's now 10-8.
Yeah, and really she went to contact on that, and you could see that she didn't go full through extension and punched it out there in a perfect spot.
Good base running on contact with 2 outs, giving the Tar Heels the 2-run lead. 7 runs in this inning as Lamb in replace of Hurd. What a comeback here.
Yeah.
Just at the knees to the catcher, Raina Blackwell.
Yeah, I don't know that the scoring is over either, because I think both teams really have a lot to play for going forward and starting the week off, going into conference play against really formidable opponents. So this will be a great uplifting game for either team. Tar Heels coming off 3 losses, and for South Carolina to continue to build their momentum going into the weekend after winning 3 out of 4.
Yeah, the winning team to put this on their resume will be huge, but you're right. I don't think that 10-8 lead is out of reach for South Carolina, a team that put 6 up in the first 2 innings. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Blackwell.
And I think, you know, Lamb is throwing some off-speed stuff, but it's not really hitting the spot. It's just falling off early and not in the zone as much, or, you know, a chaseable type pitch.
2-run lead, 2 runners on, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fouled away. Hit hard, and they're going to send for the 11th run, cut off, and an RBI for the catcher, and it's now 11-8 with 8 runs coming for North Carolina in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, and hitting is so much about momentum, and you know, I think the mentality of passing the bat to the next person and not making it so big, each at bat so big, and Carolina's doing an outstanding job. North Carolina's doing an outstanding job doing that.
Hurd started the game for Ashley Woodard. Went 3 2/3, gave up 8 runs, all of them earned on 8 hits. Lamb comes in relief. And they're going to make another pitching change. What a comeback. 8 and counting for North Carolina with an 11-8 lead. Fayetteville, Georgia. Spent some time at Kennesaw State.
Yeah, and what you'll see with Friedel, she's got a rise, drop, and a change, and she throws in the mid-60s, so she's got a 3-pitch mix. She'll throw that change for a strike and has really good movement. And it's Friedel. Yes.
Good breakdown from Donna Papa. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say at this point, you have to use everybody on your staff. If somebody isn't getting it done in that one, 8 runs, you've got to bring another pitcher in. And I think South Carolina was hoping, that Hurd would do the 7 innings for them, but.
The schedule for South Carolina has been brutal. They played more top 25 RPI opponents than any other Division I program. And the schedule also features 9 of the top 11 RPI teams and 4 of the top 5, the most of any program. Missouri is just behind with 7 of the top 11, as you see there. Anytime you have Alabama mixed in there, you know that you've got a tough schedule down the road, as you see it right there. Texas A&M and Alabama mixed in there with South Carolina State and, oh yeah, the SEC tournament.
Right, yeah, that's a tough road going forward. But, they've been through some of the best teams too with Florida, Tennessee, and they've played a really, really tough schedule.
Carolina opened SEC play with the defending national champion for the 2nd straight season as they opened 2025 at Oklahoma.
Yeah, and I think sometimes, if you want to be there, you've got to go there too and play those teams. And sometimes it exposes you, or, you can see some of the good things that you can do and then some things that you need to get better at.
Here, folks, if you want to be there, you have to go there. I like that, Donna Papa.
They have a beautiful stadium at Oklahoma.
Crowd here at Anderson, home to the Tar Heels.
Yeah, it's a nice environment to play in, and in the spring it's so pretty once the flowers they bloom on the trees out there. There's usually some nice white blooms, and it's in a really nice setting. And this year they've added some turf all around the backstop and down the sidelines, which really makes it so much easier for the field guys. And with the hitting facility, it kind of cut out a lot of the sun area to grow the grass on the right field side. So it really helps the look a lot and the drainage. And every year Megan Smith-Lyon has gotten to upgrade the stadium a little bit more with seating her first year and some graphics and things inside the building.
Does that mean there was 38 things added during your reign at North Carolina?
No, there was not. Unfortunately, there was not. But you always want the next person that comes in to be able to improve and get recruits and improve the program. And, you've got to have good facilities to get good players. That makes a difference to parents and the players.
So Friedel walks the first batter she faces, now has to deal with the top of the order in Thompson. As North Carolina might not be done, as they have added a lot of these runs with 2 outs.
Yeah, when you can do some damage with 2 outs, that says a lot about your offense.
So Thompson with a base hit and an RBI. It's her 2nd time up this inning.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have gotten 10 hits. There's 20 hits in this game, and we're only in the 4th inning.
Thompson, the junior from Dallas, Georgia, North Paulding High School, just flat out looks like a baller.
Yeah, she ran track in high school, and she can fly.
This one, good pickoff over at first base to finally get out of the inning. And incredible work by Jennings, and then the reaction. 8 runs across for the Tar Heels. They lead it by 3. All-time favorite names. Jill Livingood now in the circle for North Carolina.
Yes, and Jill has been living pretty good recently. You know, she really kind of came on at NC State. She's in the low 60s, lots of upspin, and has to hit her spots. She's not going to throw hard where she's going to blow it by somebody, but the spin that she has is really good. And I think, you know, we talked to Coach Smith-Lyon, and she said she has a killer mindset and wants to battle the batter, and she has the want. And you'll see from her, she has great body language, and the outing against NC State really helped her a lot. She went in at Florida State, so she's really been thrown into some good competition and some good opportunities for her. But she's risen to the occasion, and being in an environment like Florida State, having that composure and confidence in a tough place to play as a freshman.
That was an interesting visit right there from one of the coaches to the umpire.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those.
So it was Ashley Woodard that was having the discussion with the umpire. Donna, I have no idea what she was talking about.
Me either, to be honest.
There's the exchange with Splish and Splash looking on.
They might know better.
All right, Livingood. Hit the batter, so not living so good there, as South Carolina will get a runner on. And heading over to first base was Kai Byers, the freshman from Mechanicsville, Virginia. So I'll bring up Henderson. Anderson, my bad. Shea Anderson, the sophomore from Moore Park, California, and Moore Park High School. 6 home runs, did reach on a walk.
Yeah, and again, you know, a situation too where the leadoff gets on, and now we see what South Carolina's going to do. in this situation, because every inning that they've had I think a leadoff on, but one they've scored.
Outside from Living Good.
I was telling Coach Smith Lyon that she reminded me of Crystal Cox, who played for us and was an All-American. You know, didn't throw extremely hard, but had really good spin on the ball, and definitely that that mindset of you know, the right mindset that you need at this level, where she really has a killer mindset and is somebody that really wants to go to battle out there.
I got to follow up on that, but I'll wait for this pitch here from Living Good. And one of the things, if you've got great spin on the ball, it really is hard to get the barrel on the ball, right?
It is. It is. I mean, it's a round object hitting another round object, and you know, your objective as a pitcher is to upset the timing of the hitter. And so, if you can do that with your spin and the timing there, you know, there it is, strikeout right there. And again, I think she's been really good. What I've seen is really good at, you know, she hit a batter or maybe, you know, gave up a double, but then she comes right back and gets the next batter, whether it's a strikeout, a ground out, whatever it may be.
So striking out Anderson. Now she's got to deal with Liloli. Lilio,
Yeah,
so close play at first, but will be safe. So now a couple runners out there for South Carolina.
Sure. Yeah, I think the glove of Jennings got into the, it hit off Lilio, her arm. And I mean, really nothing you can do about that.
So Quincy Lilio hustling down to first base, moves Byers over to second, and now runners at first and second. That strikeout huge, though, one out. And that'll bring up Jamie McKay, and that'll give us time to talk about her baseball aspirations.
Yeah, I think it started when she was little. She collected baseball cards, and then her dad played, I want to say, in the minor leagues, and she had the opportunity this fall to go to a development camp for women's pro baseball, and she was kind of nervous to ask if she could take the time off a week, and Coach Chastain said, of course, go do it. And it's exciting to have that opportunity to play women's pro baseball. We're starting that league. They've had a draft, and what an exciting opportunity. And I think, you know, she's looking forward to hopefully having that opportunity to make a team and to be able to play.
Yes.
And if she doesn't do that, she wants to go into the MLB and be in an organization.
That's awesome. That's awesome that they now bringing baseball back for women. Remember, Donna, there's no crying in baseball.
That's right. And softball. That was one of my favorite movies.
Great movie with Gina Davis and Tom Hanks and Madonna and Rosie O'Donnell.
It's great. Great movie. Yeah.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Beautiful pitch from Living Good.
Yeah, and she can bring that pitch in right up under their hands. You know, she does have a nice rise ball with a nice spin on it.
Runners at first and second for South Carolina, top of the 5th. And swinging at one way out of the strike zone is McKay. And Living Good with 2 key strikeouts here in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, that just climbed the ladder, and you know, those are tough to lay off of sometimes. So great job by Living Good. Or Living Good, excuse me.
Well, even if it is Living Good, she needs to change her name to Living Good, because that is the best.
That was a nice looking pitch.
This is Shelton. on the hands, and that'll make for the third out. A couple strikeouts as well. Living good. North Carolina up 3. Lauren George to see Megan Smith Lions Tar Heels. They impress me, and you take a look at their resume. They're a team right on the bubble, but they certainly look like a team that could make some noise in the postseason.
Yeah, you know, their RPI is a 45 right now, and their strength of schedule is a 69. They've had a win against Duke, which is a resume builder for sure. This would go a long way, I think, and really catapult them going forward into the weekend with Virginia Tech. And if they can steal a couple of games up there, that's going to make a huge difference for them. I think they might then not be as much of a bubble team. But, you know, they take 32 automatics, and then there's 32 other spots, and the SEC eats up a lot of those spots. And, you know, there's some teams that are not power fours that are having some great seasons.
You know, they talk about the eye test all the time, particularly when they're talking about March Madness and basketball. For me, softball-wise, North Carolina passes the eye test. Now, that doesn't get them a cup of coffee, but I'm just telling you, I feel like they belong. And I like what you said. If they can win this game and get 1 or 2 against the Hokies, that'll look good on their resume. As a strikeout there for Roberts.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, offensively, you know, they have 2 of the top hitters in the conference in Sanai Thompson and Emily Leggett. And, you know, they have done, you know, they've broken records, and, you know, they can hit home runs. And I think they can match up with some teams pretty well in regionals. But I think going into the weekend with Virginia Tech, this would be huge for them coming off the weekend last weekend, and then putting them maybe even in a better position in the ACC tournament as who they're going to face. And if they can get some wins there, I mean, we've got some teams in the ACC, you know, your Duke, Florida State, Virginia Tech, Virginia, that are ranked. And so they have opportunities ahead of them.
We talked about Leggett, as Leggett in the first inning hit her 25th home run. There's never been a Tar Heel hit that many home runs in one season, as she got number 25, her first at bat. We set the table for you to start, and she delivered. It took a while to get to the bottom of the first, though, as South Carolina went through their batting order and scored 5. And now here's Leggett just finding a spot. Doesn't always try to hit it out. Finds the pitch, finds the spot, and a base hit for Leggett.
Yeah, and, you know, Coach Smith Lyon talked about, you know, the portal a little bit, and sometimes, you know, it's there for a reason, and it gave her the opportunity to kind of showcase herself now here at North Carolina. And, you know, Virginia Tech has a great team, and this was an opportunity for her to go somewhere else and maybe have more opportunity. I mean, you know, and Coach Lyon said she deserves it all, and she's just a great teammate, and she's a joy to coach. loves her approach. She's just calm, steady, and confident.
Leggett standing at first. At the plate is Barbie, who's got a base hit, a home run, and a walk. She's got an RBI, couple of runs. Pretty good day for Barbie. Got her batting average at 370 with 14 home runs, 57 RBI, and a pretty impressive on-base percentage as well, just under 500.
Yeah, and she's a tough at bat. You can't really pitch around Leggett that much because now you've got Barbie.
Yeah, Barbie has only struck out 17 times on the season, same number of times she has walked. As you said it, go ahead and pitch around Leggett because Barbie is up there to hit. Beautiful pitch. Emma Friedel, the junior from Fayetteville, Georgia.
That was a really nice pitch. She took a little bit off it and tunneled it very well into the zone. Yeah, that kind of froze Barbie a little bit. And she did a great job with that pitch on strike three. Barbie was kind of shaking her head, like, how did I let that go?
Yeah, it didn't feel like Winters had to do much with that pitch.
Yeah.
She plays perfectly. All right, so that'll bring up Tarpey. Tarpey has scored a run in this game. He's got a batting average of 289, 7 home runs.
And you'll see power from her. You'll see hard contact. She, when she was at NC State, she led them in doubles, batting average, and RBI in 2025. So she's definitely a producer up at the plate.
Big rip by double eights. Michelle Tarpey, grad student transfer from NC State from Fuquay Varina.
Yeah, she comes from a long line of NC State graduates, including her grandfather, uncle, and mother. So there's a lot of red in her family.
Yeah, in a little bit of that Carolina blue now.
Yeah, the house divided. I know you've seen those around North Carolina, the license plates. And
Absolutely. So we'll see what Friedel can do in the circle here with the count 3-1. Tarpey. And a fumble over there as we've been giving all kinds of love to Natalie Heath, and that's a play she normally makes in her sleep.
yeah, that took a little hop, and the hop played her some. And, for a pitcher, when you've got 2 outs and you want to hold a team down, stop their momentum, the ground ball was exactly, what Friedel needed to get out of that batter, and that's usually an easy play.
Friedel's pitch is high. I see the name Friedel, and on May 8th, I'm heading out to San Francisco for the reunion of the 1994 U.S. World Cup soccer team and the backup goalkeeper to Tony Miola, who would go on to play in the Premier League for 20-plus years. His name was Brad Friedel.
Really? Yeah,
Pretty good. He played 20 years over in the Premier League.
I can't imagine playing at that level for that many years, having to run for that much time in a game. It's amazing how much soccer players run.
Well, he's a goalkeeper. So
Okay. Well, that's not too bad then. That's not too bad.
that one is going to be a base hit and another run as North Carolina has scored in every inning. And it's now 12-8 Tar Heels, reminding you they were down 5-0 after a half an inning. And now it's 12-8 North Carolina on top of South Carolina.
Yeah, and sometimes the little things, that out gets made and we're done with the inning, and now it didn't get made, and we score another run. You know, we saying North Carolina scores another run. We saying South Carolina, you know, had the opportunity to close that inning out.
So as I see Friedel, one more question for you, as people are like, oh, here goes Dean talking about soccer. But, you know, you had Anson Dorrance and all these greats. Did you spend time with Anson during your time here?
Yes, and gosh, what an amazing man, what an amazing coach. He is so smart, and I'm not just saying soccer smart. He's an extremely smart individual. I think when he was here, he was looking to go to law school, and he chose not to. I think he would have been a great lawyer, but thankfully he stayed with coaching, and he was a great coach, and now he is a really good pickleball player too. I've played on the courts with him. So.
Well, he kind of started the roller hockey craze way back when, and then was starting to play a little bit of soccer, tore his ACL, still came back out there and played as well. Here's Friedel now trying to dig in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. A 4-run lead for North Carolina.
We had him come out and throw out a first pitch one time, and he threw it kind of over the backstop, and he said, can I have another, can I do another one, please? And we let him do another one, and it was better.
Oh, he's competitive. I understand you don't want to play him in anything.
No.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Good battle here as you take a look at some situational hitting. With runners in scoring position, North Carolina 4 for 8 and 2 out RBI 7 as part of this 4-run lead.
Yeah, I mean, the 2 out RBIs were awesome, and I think, you know, when you get that out of your team, you know that they are locked in and focused. They're passing that bat, and they are getting the job done.
1 more run pushed across. We played 5, and it's North Carolina leading by 4. SEC.
Yeah, I mean, their RPI is really good at a 27, and their strength of schedule, number 5, that is outstanding. That's a really tough schedule to play. They're 8-20 against the top 50, but they go through, you know, the teams they have to play that are ranked, and a majority of the SEC teams are ranked. So their best win has been at Tennessee. And if you look at the RPIs of the teams that are in the SEC, South Carolina's outside that top 10, but still really a strong team.
Solo shot here from Rohde as Rohde rounds the bases, and just like that, we're back to a 3-run game as Rohde blasts that one out of here in a flash.
Yeah, first pitch in on her hands a little bit, and she is a strong hitter, good strong base to swing from, and I think that was her second home run of the game.
Yeah, the velo on that one was out of this world. And the reaction from Livingood, she didn't even bother turning around. She just went right down with her head down as now she gets ready for the next batter, which is Tori Ensley. Should stay in foul territory, and it's picked up on the far side over there by Reagan Jennings.
And you know, Coach Smith-Lyon said Livingood is really fearless, and that would be probably the word that she would use to describe her as, you know, as a freshman, especially out on the mound.
So here's Lexi Winters.
And that she has a really high confidence level, and so she gave up a home run, and now she just got somebody to pop out.
One ball, one strike, one out. And the second home run of the game from Rhodey here in the 6th to pull the deficit within 3. Didn't even think I'd be talking about deficits for South Carolina after their 5 runs in the first inning, another one in the second. But lo and behold, the North Carolina, as you said, a never say die team with 8 runs in the 4th, which was how many runs South Carolina had through 4. That one high from Livingood.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, they are a team that just does not quit, and that makes them really fun to watch as an offense. Nobody ever really gives up or gives in.
Another strikeout for Livingood and fired up. I love that.
Yeah, she chased on that one. You know, she was behind in the count. The hitter was behind in the count, and Livingood just threw it outside, and you know, batter went after it. Livingood.
The freshman from Wake Forest High School, Wake Forest, North Carolina, just outside of Raleigh, not that far from here.
Coach Smith-Lyon had said too that Livingood was living a dream, going and coming to Carolina. That had been her dream school, and she said she got a little bit, you know, emotional because that was the same kind of feeling that Megan had coming to Carolina. She was a diehard Tar Heel. Her dad went here. I think her sister went here. You know, she's got some family ties here at Carolina, but she is a Carolina Tar Heel through and through, and same thing with Jill. And so it made her heart, you know, warm to hear her say that.
Love it, Donna. Love all that you continue to bring to the game, and so glad that you, even in retirement, sharing all that you can in this game of softball. It'll forever be a part of you, right?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. It's a really great thing to have the opportunity to, you know, affect the lives of young people, and you know, whether it's not all about just, you know, improvement in your skill. It's about the relationships that you make with the players, and they're not just while they're playing, they're lifelong. You know, I can't tell you how many alums that I have contact with now, and actually after the game I'm going out to dinner with one of them. And so, you know, it's just a really cool type of job to have, to be able to affect the lives of young people and help them through the years that they're here, and also have some fun moments, you know, on the field.
From your lips to our ears, so well said, as Livingood gives up a walk. So that'll bring Ashley Woodard, the head coach, out to bring in a pinch runner. And the pinch runner is going to be number 8, Tate Davis, a sophomore from Greer, South Carolina. Spent 1 year at Ole Miss and wanted to get back to her home state. Now a part of the Gamecocks. She's the pinch runner over at first base. Rhodey, the senior from Rhode Island by way of Charlotte, which is where Coach Woodard came from. Well, their second home run of the game is why South Carolina has one more here in the 6th, looking to add to it as they're down 3. It's North Carolina 12, South Carolina 9. 23 hits in this game. So the pinch runner, Davis at first. Byers, who's been hit by a pitch twice, pops this one high in the air, back near the wall, and it's over the wall. So now it's a 12-11 game as a 2-run shot from their DP Byers, as it looked like out in the outfield, looked like Tarpe had a beat on it. Let's take a look.
Yeah, that pitch was elevated, and she kept her hands high and swung through it, had good extension through it. I didn't think that was going to make it, and just got over the top of the wall.
Yeah, that was a great look by our crew here with Lauren and Chloe and the gang, as that definitely was far enough where Tarpe was not going to get to it. And all of a sudden you look at the scoreboard and it's North Carolina 12, South Carolina 11.
This is unreal. But it's, again, it's been like this around the country in so many games. Like Yogi Berra used to say, it's never over until it's over. And this is one of those games.
So a big 2-run shot from Byers to now get Coach Woodard's team right back in it, just down 1 here in the top of the 6th. Look at all those numbers on the board there. A 5 for South Carolina in the 1st, and an 8 for North Carolina, which looks like my golf score on every hole.
Not going to the Masters anytime soon, right? Other than a spectator.
Well, if they did it for how far you could throw your golf club, I'm in.
Okay.
All right, here's Anderson. Struck out her last time up. She's one of only 2 starters in the game that does not have a hit. Both shortstops. That pitch from Living Good.
Yeah, I think it's, about pitchers hitting their spots, and then, the batters taking aggressive cuts.
If you're wondering about North Carolina in the bottom of this inning, it will be Blackwell, Horton, and Thompson. That's 8, 9, and 1 in the bottom of the 6th. If Living Good can get out of this inning. She has given up 3. Now another walk. So now that means the go-ahead run is coming to the plate for South Carolina here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, and Lilio has some power in her bat. She's somebody that can lay it down, somebody that can swing away. And great opportunity there for a runner. When we would talk to our players here at Carolina, anytime there was a ball in the dirt and you have decent speed, you should be at second base. So that's a great opportunity right there.
That's what happened with 2 outs with Quincy Lilio.
That's heads-up base running.
Lilio had 2 appearances in the 1st, had a base hit and a run. Flew out to left field, then struck out and reached on an error her last time. Batting .331 on the season is Quincy Lilio. Jamie McKay waiting on deck. Living Good looking for a strike here. And gets it. Kind of got the feeling that Lilio was taking the entire time there, as they're down just 1 run here.
Sure, and 2 balls, you're going to make the pitcher make a pitch.
2-1 delivery from Livingood. That's across for a strike as well.
Yeah, she's doing a really good job, I think, of hitting spots.
Just a freshman. She's got some moxie out there. I loved your story on the fact that she wanted to be a Tar Heel, because that moxie matches her abilities out there.
Yeah, and I think Coach Smith-Lyon really sees a good future for her going forward, and being in these situations late in the season, down the stretch, in these type of games is only going to make her better.
The count is full. South Carolina has pushed 3 across here in the top of the 6th to make it just a 1-run deficit. This one hit pretty hard. It's going to drop in. And South Carolina with a double. And the Gamecocks deliver some runs as it's now tied. It's 12-12.
Yeah, you know what it looked like too. Lilio's feet were moving. That was definitely a power slap, and that happens when you keep your hands up and you elevate the ball. That's something some players do very well, and Lilio is pretty strong, and that was an excellent power slap.
We are tied at 12. We got a pitcher change. We'll be back in a moment. Pitcher who couldn't get anybody out to start, but she's going to try it here. Carly Maxton back in the circle for the Tar Heels.
Yeah, and Carly, I think she's had the opportunity to see some of the hitters throughout this game, and she'll come in with a curve, rise, and a change, and the rise is her go-to.
So these were the starting pitchers. Hurd 3 2/3, gave up 8 hits and 8 runs. And Carly Maxton couldn't get an out as she gave up 4 hits, 5 runs. And Frost came in for her in that first inning, but she's back out there to try to get out of this jam now that it's all tied up. As South Carolina came into the 6th inning down 4. Well, they've scored 4, looking for more. Lilio standing at second base, as here is the future baseball player, if all things work out for McKay.
Yeah, and she has a twin sister, Haley, who plays volleyball. So very talented family.
Love that. McKay swung that one way outside of the strike zone to strike out her last time up. This is going to find its way through Blackwell, and Lilio will move over to third.
And again, this is all on 2 outs, just like the Tar Heels did in the inning where they scored a lot of where they scored their 8 runs.
I'll bring up Carly Shelton. Shelton right back to the pitcher and gets it over. Couple of home runs though in the top of the 6th for South Carolina. This spot right here is made it 12-12. South Carolina with 5 in the first and then 4 in the sixth. North Carolina, they had 3 solo shots in the first, second, and third, then hung 8 in the fourth. The starting pitcher was Hurd, and so now both teams going back to their starters. Hurd is back in the circle for the second time for the Gamecocks.
I feel like we've played 2 games already.
You know, this move right here by Ashley Woodard to bring number 25 back into the game, I like it.
Yeah, I do too. And she's somebody that they consider their ace, and they want to go the distance with her. And
Blackwell rips this one off the wall, and Blackwell, as you said, it's hard to get doubles, will stay at first. So a leadoff hit off of Hurd from Blackwell, who has been solid in that 8 spot for the Tar Heels today.
yeah, she's an unlikely 8-hole hitter, and she has really come on as of late. She was a spark for them in their win over Duke, hitting a game winner, a home run, and she's just really come on strong for them. And again, in the 8-hole, you don't usually see a hitter like that.
So Megan Smith-Lyon, because the catcher just had the big hit, will bring in Nikki Harris, the junior from Flowery Branch, Georgia. Oh, my bad. Reese Outlaw, the sophomore from Mount Olive, North Carolina. I was first looking at Nikki Harris. 00, my bad. It's Reese Outlaw at first base. So here's Sydney Horton. Walked her last time, 0 for 2 on the day. Now that's good back control. That was pretty close. It's 2-0, but pulling it back just in time there was Sydney Horton.
Right. Yeah, and she'll look to bunt for a base hit or a soft slap. She actually is one of the only freshmen in the lineup.
Perfect bunt. Perfect bunt right there.
That is. Tell you what, that's an ideal spot. She took the ball with her down the line. That's a tough play. And she's got good wheels. But that was an outstanding, like, picture perfect bunt in a great spot.
So what an answer against Hurd, the starter, back in there. As North Carolina's got their first 2 batters on base at first and second here. And they got the top of the order. That'll bring Thompson up there. Thompson, who had a base hit RBI in the 4th, has that .467 batting average and all kinds of power with 23 extra base hits on the season.
Yeah, and you know, Coach Smith-Lyon talked about having Blackwell and Horton at the bottom of the lineup to turn it over, to get it back up to Thompson, and they both just have done their job. And now you come to the order that you don't want to face for North Carolina.
This one hit sharply, it's going to fall, and North Carolina, just like that, is going to take the lead again. What a response as they score 2, and it's 14-12 North Carolina, as the Tar Heels have scored in every single inning.
Yep, beautiful swing, right on time, met the pitch, and extended really well through it. And that is a great place to hit the ball. And Sanai, again, she just does it all, really.
She's incredible, and
She
only
really
a
is.
junior.
Yeah, she really is.
Wow, you give up 4 in the top of the 6th. There's that human factor where you could potentially hang your head. And I'm going to go back to Megan Smith-Lyon as she lit up her team after they gave up 5 with some sloppy defense in there as well. And I think she just felt like the team was lacking a little bit of will, a little bit of grit. got them all lined up. We can't tell you everything she said, but she was fired up and it worked.
It really did, and I think it was a kind of a hangover from the weekend, and she just felt like they didn't get the job done this weekend, and they missed little opportunities like bases loaded where they could have changed the game, and they just didn't take advantage of opportunities, and I think she saw that again happening. So
good look there at Megan Smith Lyon putting that bat away. That's Corey Lyon over there coaching third, talking to one of the true stars of the game. I mean, Thompson, seen quite a bit of softball down at Papa, but she's as good as anybody I've seen. I mean, she's the complete package.
She really is. She's one of the best that you'll see. And I think it's not just because of what she can do up at the plate and what she can do out in the field. It's her leadership. It's her attitude. It's her calmness. It's her competitiveness. And she loves playing the game, and she plays it the right way. And it's just so much fun to watch her play. And I enjoy that a lot. And any softball fan would really enjoy watching her with the intensity that she plays with.
I got to give you another hallelujah, amen on that. And Legette's not too bad to watch either.
Yeah, she's kind of fun. And, you know, I think that one they intentionally walked her, which at this point, the way the balls are flying around the park, I think it's a smart move.
Three home runs for the Tar Heels in this game. 3 home runs for the Gamecocks in this game, as another bunt attempt goes foul.
Yeah, they might have been doing a squeeze there, which would, you know, just got a walk. You have a really good runner at third, put a bunt down and score another run.
You know, with the abilities of Thompson, you can try about anything as well, and what a luxury as a coach.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't do a squeeze with just any old player standing over third base. You just can't.
No, you can't.
Shelby Barbie, a pretty good player as well. Barbie with a home run, a base hit. She scored 2 runs. She did strike out looking on a masterful pitcher last time up. A pretty good day for number 2. With Thompson standing at third base. Leggett at first base. Runners at the corners here, just 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. 14-12, North Carolina.
I feel like we're at a football game right now, or a football score.
I think the Tar Heels may score some more here in this inning. Good pitch from Hurd, as that'll sit down Barbie. That one went away from the plate as it approached Barbie. Tough pitch to catch up to.
Yeah, and Hurd does a really nice job of moving her pitches around. And usually she's pretty efficient in her games, but she does keep the ball down and does a nice job with it.
So Tarpey takes a strike. Thompson at third, Leggett at first. Tarpey has reached on an air a couple of times, 0 for 4 in the game. Big deep breath from Tarpey with 7 home runs and 5 doubles on the season, 30 RBI. She's got number 31 standing over at third base. Decided to throw it down to second. And getting back quickly was Thompson.
Yeah, that's a good count to go on to run and put, they're not going to risk necessarily throwing down to second with a runner like Thompson at third.
Well, was cut off a planned play.
Yes.
Going back to try to get Thompson, but a walk anyway. So the bases are juiced here with 2 outs, and a lot of great things have happened for both teams with 2 outs in this game.
Maybe if we started with 2 outs.
So bases loaded for MC Eaton. She's got a home run as well. Back in the second, a solo shot. Base hitter last time up. Eaton high in the air, but 2 more across. A 2-run lead for North Carolina as we head to the top of the 7th. Not 1, but 2 home runs for the Gamecocks. Keeping this one tight with 26 total runs, 2 home runs for Rhodey.
Yeah, I mean, Rhodey has done her job up at the plate to give them a chance, and here she is again to start off the inning, and that's who I'd want up in this game because it's been a crazy one.
Top of the 7th. North Carolina 3 outs away from moving their record to 32-14. Led by Megan Smith-Lyon. A loss for South Carolina will push their record to 26-22. Top of the 7th, North Carolina has scored in every inning. First, second, and third, they got solo home runs and then piled on with 8 in the 4th, 1 more in the 5th. And then after giving up their 4-run lead, they come back with 2 in the bottom of the 6th, showing true fight and grit, and now they just got to hang on.
Yeah, they do. I mean, these 3 outs, can't let that leadoff get on, and that's going to be huge, I think.
Rhodey ahead of the count here, 2-0 in the top of the 7th. Yes. Now 3-0.
And I think Maxton's doing a really good job. I mean, she's working around the zone. She's not giving her anything to really hit, but close enough that it challenges the hitter maybe to swing at it.
Taking all the way, it's now 3-1.
This would be a really big out for UNC.
Maxton started the game, replaced by Frost, then the freshman Livingood, and now Maxton, second inning back in the circle for the Tar Heels. 3-1, and missing, so a leadoff walk for South Carolina. And the tying run comes to the plate here with nobody out in the top of the 7th.
And I think this is a good move for pitching coach to come out and go over, the next batters and just to make sure, hey, let's not make this too big. Let's just work one batter at a time. there's a runner on, and Rhodey's probably not going to steal here, but still want to be able to just make the plays and not let the moment get too big.
Five-time ACC Coach of the Year, Donna Papa, along for the ride here. The dinner plans pushed back just a little bit. Where's the destination?
Shiki Sushi.
That's what I'm talking about.
One of the best sushi places around.
That'll work. And you got a little loop in earlier as well.
I did. That's my other
Solid
favorite.
day, Donna
go-to.
Papa.
Yeah, it's been a great day for eating.
And watching a lot of runs scored here in softball.
Yeah.
Tori Ensley, transfer from NC State. 3 for 4 on the day. Just missing is Maxine, the junior, who's also a transfer from NC State.
Yeah, as we were talking about food, Tori Ensley loves to cook.
I'm happy to put in my order.
That looked like a pretty good pitch.
3 balls, no strikes. And that's across for a strike. Great job by our producer, Lauren George. Our director is Chloe Walred. Lindley Johnson, great to see her. Catherine Ryan, Dylan Rolling Stone Field, Preston Mullins, Grayson Lowe, Addison Carnot. I'll tell you who's been giving you the great shots of this game in a moment. And another strike. Cameras, Maggie Salisbury, Chris Metzloff, Josiah Shepard, the 7-footer Mark Dry. And then also working this game, Jeff Anderson, Tanner King, and Ryan Lutz. Great crew, great people, great game. 14-12 here. Top of the 7th, full count, no outs. Runner at first base here for South Carolina. He's fouled away.
Coach Smith Lyons' dad sits in the 2nd row. Pretty much he's here for every single game.
What do you think of this last pitch here?
It looked like a strike to me, but
Okay.
I thought one of the earlier ones was a strike, called a ball, and then the one that was called a strike was a ball. That one was a little inconsistent there.
Runners at first and second here. Nobody out. Top of the 7th. That one's low. As you can see, Rhodey standing on second base. There's Rhodey. The tip of your ACC Network extra screen, and that one is going to allow both runners to advance. And this game is far from over here.
Yeah,
Far from over. Sorry, Donna.
no, it's okay. It looks to me what South Carolina is doing right now is putting their bat up in the sight line of the catcher with runners on, trying to kind of block it out as the pitch is coming through. They're acting as if they're going to bunt or whatever, but just trying to see if they can get that to happen, which it has a little bit. I could be wrong, but
No, I think you're onto something there, which is one of the joys of having you here among so many other joys, including the incredible work you did every day. I mean, waking up every day and heading over to Anderson, I mean, it had to be just incredible for you. 38 years.
yeah, it was like a home away from home. I loved it. It took me about 7 minutes to get to work every day, 2 turns, and I was here, and just couldn't have asked for a better career and opportunity that North Carolina gave me at a young age of Well, I won't say what young age it was, because then somebody might figure out how old I am. But I wouldn't have traded it for anything, really. So many great players that came through here and great people that I got to work with and coach.
To me, you're ageless. That's why I call you the Raquel Welch of softball.
Oh my gosh, so funny, so funny.
I didn't just make that up. You got to tell people. I've been calling you that for a while,
Yes,
right?
yes, Dean has been calling me that for such a long time, such a long time. Thank you.
You're welcome. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. And boy, when you needed a big strikeout, it was delivered right there by Carly Maxton.
Yeah, and I think Raina Blackwell helped her a little bit too. Yeah, that was a great job of framing by Blackwell and a great job to hit her spot by Maxton. And that was a big out.
So runners at second, third. And at the plate for South Carolina's Tate Davis. We've seen her run earlier, the transfer from Ole Miss. Big opportunity for her to come up with a big hit here. Toss for a strike. Go ahead.
That was a really nice off-speed pitch, and she spotted that really well.
Runners at second and third. A slim 2-run lead for North Carolina in the top of the 7th. And another strike as Carly Maxton now ahead of the count, 1-2.
And she's really settled in, I think, in this inning after those 2 walks.
One ball, 2 strikes, and back-to-back strikeouts. North Carolina 1 out away from a big win over South Carolina.
Yeah, out on the plate a little bit, but when you have 2 strikes, you know, you've got to go for anything close and not leave it in the umpire's hands. And she did a really nice job with that pitch of expanding the zone.
Good look at Ashley Woodard coming over from Charlotte in her 2nd season. Took a few of the Charlotte players with her in this transfer portal world. And you're right, Maxton dealing right now. Couldn't get an out in that 1st inning when South Carolina hung up 5, but back-to-back strikeouts.
Yeah, and sometimes when the 1st inning doesn't go well and you pull the pitcher early, it gives them the opportunity just to kind of regroup and see how the game is going, and maybe go in the bullpen and work through some of those pitches. And they really, I think, you know, they went with Maxton for a reason to start her. And so for her to come back and do this in the 7th inning has to be a boost.
Byers, who had a home run her last time up as it got over Tarpey out in right field, took a home run swing at a ball maybe out of the strike zone, and it's 1-2. And now North Carolina just a strike away from the win and the chance to push the record to 32-14 on the season. A statement win, indeed. Ripped hard, and this could score 2. They get it in quickly. First one is across. And what a hit behind the count, 1-2.
Yeah, that was a little low and inside, but you know, lefty, she put a good swing on it and just snuck it through the right side.
2 RBI, and we're tied at 14. 1 strike away, and now it's a whole new ball game as it's 14-14. Are you kidding me?
Wow. I mean, really grit on both sides from all the players for North Carolina, South Carolina. You know, none of them have given up. They've just gone up and tried to do their job up at the plate or, you know, out on the mound.
Oh, you hurt a little bit for Carly Maxton, who had put herself back in the position to be a little bit of a semi-hero after getting rocked in that first inning. Those 2 strikeouts back-to-back ahead of the count, 1 and 2. And what a piece of hitting by Byers, who had a home run before that.
Yeah, Byers has had a really good day.
Okay, so if North Carolina can keep this one level, they'll have their 7, 8, 9 hitters coming to the plate in the bottom of the 7th. And that does not mean much when you look at the Tar Heel lineup, as they've been really good at the bottom of the order, turning it over to the top of the order, Thompson and company.
Agreed.
Three and 1, clutch piece of hitting by Kai Byers, the freshman. South Carolina 14 runs on 14 hits, 4 errors. North Carolina 14 runs on 15 hits with 3 errors. Full count, 2 outs, and low. There'll be a walk.
Wow. I thought that was a pretty good pitch. Might have been a little on the low side, but I still think that was close enough to potentially call a strike. It is right at the knees, and I thought Blackwell did a good job of framing it, but I'm not the umpire, so.
That last out, Donna Papa, you think about your 38 years trying to get that last out. It's always the hardest out, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, honestly, these kind of games just make you want to take a lot of Pepto-Bismol. They're tough.
This is Lelio, who is pretty tough.
But that's the battle, you know. Sometimes, you know, on paper, you know, if the game was played on paper, it's a whole different thing. But you bring in the desire and the heart and the want from both teams, and here you have it, 14 all.
Can't believe it. There's only been 2 innings where a team did not cross a run, and that was South Carolina in the 3rd and the 5th. Both these teams have scored in every other inning. South Carolina got 5 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 4th, 4 in the 6th, and 2 more here in the 7th. High. North Carolina with a solo shot in the 1st, solo shot in the 2nd, solo shot in the 3rd, then 8 in the 4th, 1 more in the 5th, 2 more after it was tied in the bottom of the 6th. Only to give up those 2 here in the top of the 7th. That's where we stand, 14 all. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
And Lelio is 5th in walks in the SEC with 35. And she has a very good eye at the plate.
Already a base hit and a double. Dropped by the shortstop, so they'll keep on playing as Lelio hit that one hard. Let's see what happened here to Horton.
Yeah, I mean, she got it, you know, had to take a little bit of a jump up there and then just lost keeping it in her glove. I mean, those are the plays that you have to make.
Big huddle here in the circle for the Tar Heels.
This is a whole team huddle.
Yeah, this one is more about probably making sure Horton stays dialed in, as 9 times out of 10, I think she makes that play.
Right, and she was upset with herself, and you have to go next play, you know, always next play, and not hold on to that one, because it's not going to help you go forward with the rest of the game.
You can see the emotion on the freshman's face there. Horton, a freshman from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, West Forsyth, which produces great programs for men and women in multiple sports.
Yes, and she has a great future. Coach Smith Lyon is really excited about her, and you know, you're going to make mistakes, and it's how you recover after.
Here's McKay. Let's look at a strike. Bases are juiced here for the Gamecocks. Top of the 7th. They have answered the bell with 2. McKay pops it high in the air. And he is caught by Jennings. It'll be Jennings, Blackwell, and Horton for the Tar Heels when we return. But big hits from the Gamecocks here in the top of the 7th has made it level at 14. Reminding you, just 2 zeros in a half inning, both of them coming to the Gamecocks, as North Carolina has scored in every inning. If they can do it again, they'll get the win. As it's 14-14, it is Jennings, Blackwell, and Horton, 7, 8, and 9 in the lineup for the Tar Heels. What a game. Hurd started the game, was relieved, and back out there to try to extend the game. In order to do that, she'll need to do something South Carolina hasn't done in the game, Donna Papa, and that is not allow a North Carolina run in an inning.
Right, and you know, if I'm North Carolina, I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling good about our chances, and the bottom of Carolina's lineup has done, North Carolina's lineup has done a nice job of getting on base and setting up the rest of the order.
1 up, 1 down as an easy play for Rhodey over at first base. So that'll bring up Raina Blackwell, the junior catcher, who is 2 for 3 on the day and has her batting average right around 300.
Yeah, she really turns on inside pitches really well, and I think she does a really nice job of driving the ball. She also can bunt to get on, but I don't know if this is a time she would do that. Just all depends on the defense. But
yeah, Donna, with 10 home runs and 6 doubles.
Yes.
I want her ending this game here.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what she's thinking right now. And she's got the bat to do it for sure. And she has confidence from doing it at Duke, or in the Duke series.
One pitch. Get right back up the middle. What a game for the catcher. As 3 consecutive hits. Ball's low, but she gets down there and rips it.
Yeah, she did a great job of finding the ball and finding her bat. And, you know, sometimes it's not pretty, but if it gets through and you get on base, that's all that counts. All
right, so Sydney Horton, the freshman, It's a big opportunity for her to make up for a little bit of a defensive lapse in the top of the 7th. 1 for 3 with a single walk, an RBI, and a run.
And I think her team did a really nice job of helping calm her down last inning and just tell her basically shake it off and let's move on and move forward.
Well, and the great thing about what Blackwell did with that great piece of hitting going low and driving it in is if they can avoid a double play, it means Thompson gets a crack at it. And I can't think of a better player to have a crack at it for the Tar Heels.
For sure. I mean, I would want Sanad as well.
Hurd way ahead in the count, 0-2, and a strikeout. Sporting will sit down, but as I said, it brings up Thompson.
Yeah, and Sanad will fight. She'll compete till the very end, pitch for pitch.
Normally, they would bring in a runner for the catcher.
I think they might have.
Blackwell, did they bring one in? No. No, Blackwell's still at first base. Double and a single, 3 RBI and a run, 470 batting average.
So productive in her at-bats and a very productive night.
Behind the count, which doesn't mean a whole lot when you're talking about Thompson, who has struck out just 8 times on the season in 168 at-bats.
Yeah, and up until this weekend, she had been on in every single game but one. That's a lot of games to be on base. Consistency, consistency, consistency.
Look how relaxed she looks. Behind the count, 1-2 with 2 outs. Does not bite. So disciplined. Two balls, 2 strikes. Can North Carolina push a run across? Or are we going to some extra softball here? Donna popped a staring midnight sushi straight in the face.
Maybe from a gas station instead of Shiki.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Oh, I'm surprised she swung at that. And for the first time this game, North Carolina puts a 0 up there. We're going to extras, 14 all. masterclass in this game that we'll get to in a second as we go to the top of the 8th. That's right, we're going to go extra innings here. And check this out. South Carolina's been so good leading off, and they've been pretty good with runners in scoring position, 333.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the areas, too, that Coach Chastain really had said that they weren't doing well, and they've kind of flipped that this last week. So I think they'll be pretty happy with what they've done there, a little bit better.
Shelton, Rhodey, and Ensley for the Gamecocks. And it's Carly Maxton, the junior who started the game. Could not get an out in that 5-run first inning. Back out there to try to throw another 0, as there's only been 3 zeros. North Carolina with their first 0 in the game. Another leadoff walk. We just showed you that situational hitting leading off. South Carolina has been tough.
Yeah, and again, that's not the thing that you want to see happen for the home team or for North Carolina. You want to try to keep runners off base, and so many times when a runner gets on with a walk, opportunities to go another 60 feet and another 60 feet.
So here's Rhodey with 2 bombs. Tar Heels will take that strike. It's 0-2. Rhodey behind in the count. That was not a terrible pitch. The last one, not so great, but they got the call. It's 1-2. Now 2-2. We are in inning 8. You guessed it, we're in extra innings here. In a game that has seen 28 runs plated, 14 for both teams. 15 hits for the Gamecocks, 16 hits for the Tar Heels. Both teams have thrown it around a bit. 4 errors for South Carolina, 3 for North Carolina.
That's a very big out. Yeah, that was low and out, and the umpire's been calling some of those strikes, and so when you have 2 strikes and you just can't leave it up to the umpire, and you can't take that chance.
Now with a runner on and 1 out, showing bunt and pulling it back. Tori Ensley came on the air talking about her, and she's delivered. Base hit and an RBI and a run in the first, a double and an RBI in the second, another base hit in the fourth, a walk and a run in the 7th.
Yeah, she is somebody that can change a game for them, and she's got good power, and especially in the gaps, and that's, you know, with doubles and some home runs, and she's somebody that I want to have up right now.
23 extra base hits for number 4, including 9 home runs. She also is up there to make contact. She's walked 15 times. She struck out just 15 times. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out with a runner on here. Top of the 8th, 14-14. North Carolina, South Carolina. This one hit pretty deep and gone. A 2-run home run from the NC State transfer out of Franklin, North Carolina. And the Gamecocks have a 16-14 lead in the top of the 8th.
That was really low in the zone, and she went down and got that and really extended well through it and drove it pretty far. I think it went off the scoreboard.
It did. She started her trot immediately, knew it immediately. And North Carolina is going to change pitchers. We're in extras. South Carolina up by 2. It's a 2-run deficit here in the top of the 8th is Lily Parrish, a sophomore out of Mechanicsville, Virginia.
Yeah, and with Lily, she throws in the mid-60s, or actually mid to lower 60s, and will throw a rise. That's her go-to a lot with 2 strikes. She'll throw a drop, and her change has some nice movement.
All right, if Parrish can get a couple outs here, North Carolina will have 2, 3, and 4. That's Roberts, Leggett, and Barbie. Leggett, by the way, in the first inning, setting a new record with 25 home runs in a season. No Tar Heel softball player has ever hit that many home runs. So Leggett would love if Roberts could get on, but there's still a lot of work to do here for number 24, Lily Parrish, the sophomore in the circle. As this is Alyssa Hovermail, the junior from Norco, California, transfer from Florida. .331 batting average, 1 home run with 12 RBI. 329 on base percentage. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the 8th.
Beautiful pitch by Parrish.
How about Tori Ensley, the NC State transfer, makes her way down to Columbia to play for South Carolina, comes back to Chapel Hill, and I know they say Duke is your rival, but I know you never liked losing to NC State either, and what a game Ensley's had.
Yeah, she's really done well for the Gamecocks, and yeah, coming from down the road there in the red, and in a little different color red. Yeah. I guess it's not really red.
The smile tells the story. Right at the knees.
This will be big for Parrish if she can get this out, but we've seen all night the 2 outs. It's gone on and on and on with both teams.
Yeah, all you really needed to add to that on and on was a sprinkler and a water fountain, if you know what I mean, Donna Papa.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Here's Parrish.
Well, we haven't seen each other in a long time, so it's kind of fun to spend this time together with you.
I appreciate that. And right back at you with a big old ditto. Feel the same way. I will be knocking down people, though, on the way to the facilities. when this game does end. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So close.
Yeah. Lily is a great competitor out there, and she has some really good movement on her pitches. Does a really nice job.
Davis 0 for 1 in the game. It's her second appearance. Oh! Took a swing at it. I think it bounced off the plate, and she's going to be safe. But when you think you've seen it all, and you realize you have not remotely seen it all. Oh my God, it didn't even hit the plate. It was a full, well, that was 2 feet in front of the plate.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. Fortunate for Davis, unfortunate for Carolina.
Davis hustles down to first base though, and standing down there as this game will roll on. Here's Byers, who has a home run. She's been hit by a pitch a couple times, also has a base hit, 2 for 3 on the day for Byers, who's been really productive today here in Chapel Hill. Two RBI, South Carolina with 6, North Carolina with 7, so 13 of the 30 runs have come with 2 outs. That is an amazing stat.
That's incredible.
Sharply up the middle, South Carolina looking for more. Thompson gets it in quickly, and runners at second and third with a 2-run lead, 16-14.
Yes, and I had to run quite a ways for that, did a little slide and got to it extremely quickly and got it in. And she gets really good reads on the ball, and with her speed, she made the best play that she could make in that situation.
It's an excellent call. Shea Anderson, Horton, and North Carolina gets out of the inning, but not before South Carolina takes a 2-run lead in the top of the 8th. game, unlike perhaps one I've ever seen here. 16-14 is your score as we go to the bottom of the 8th. North Carolina trying to do what they've done throughout this game, and that is come from behind. The problem is they've come from behind, had big leads, and let South Carolina get back in it, and now South Carolina finds themselves 3 outs away from getting the win.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's been a lot of different pitchers in the game, and you know, the hitters have just kept on. They've kept on hitting.
This is Lexi Roberts, who is from Mebane. Spent a little bit of time at Radford before arriving as a Tar Heel.
Yeah, you know, her decision to come here, she said she's always been a Carolina fan. I mean, right down the road. Loved the energy of the staff. And she had watched North Carolina when she was at Radford. And when I was here, we had a lot of slappers, a lot of speed. And she felt like she could get some good coaching of our slappers. And Kiwi Mateen, James, that's right at first base, works with her a lot, but she's been very successful this season. She's done a great job. I love watching her with all the tools that she has.
Good play, though, by Anderson to get the aforementioned Roberts out at first. That'll bring up Emily Leggett. 25 home runs on the season. That's a record.
Yeah, she's just been amazing this year, and her swing is beautiful. She has a great mentality up at the plate. She doesn't get too high or too low, and she's another one that really, I think she sets North Carolina apart with her offense.
Intentional walk, and as you said, an unintentional intentional walk with a home run and a base hit. And a strikeout. So Hurd started the game, and now she's looking to finish the game.
Yeah, I mean, just not a good pitch. That's probably one of the worst pitches to go after when it's low and in like that. You can't really see it very well. And kind of uncharacteristic of an Emily Leggett at bat.
So now it'll come down to Shelby Barbie. South Carolina got off to a 5-0 lead in a half an inning. Saw North Carolina have solo shots in the first, second, and the third. South Carolina scored a run in the second, so it's 6-3 South Carolina through 3. And then 2 runs to make it 8-3, and then North Carolina hung 8 of their own in the 4th. They added 1 in the 5th. South Carolina came back with 4 in the 6th. North Carolina answered with 2. And this could be it. Over to first base. What a win for South Carolina as they go to 27-21. North Carolina falls to 31-15. Final thought from Donna Papa.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great opportunity for North Carolina to kind of push themselves forward in the conversation for postseason, but also to get on a good start, and another good win for South Carolina, and, you know, building off what they did this weekend, the momentum that they had from their series with Missouri.
All right, Donna, an honor to work with you here in a thrilling game that goes South Carolina's way over North Carolina. I want to thank our producer, Lauren George, and our director, Chloe Walred, and the rest of the crew. For Donna Papa, I'm Dean Linke. Your final score, South Carolina 16, North Carolina 14.